you can see me clearly. I've just solved all the problems on AtCoder and I want to record myself solving them again, so here we are. Okay, let's create a file to solve the first problem. The first few ones are pretty easy, to be honest. Like, I have to save the link because later on I'll upload the solution on GitHub for no reason. I'm just being very free and boring. So yep, I'm doing silly things. Here I am. Well, let's solve the first problem. IO Steam. That's so silly. Using namespace std. So let's get to the first problem. Outputs results of ABC in string S with a break. ABC is in 1 to 1000. That is a short. This is a string. That's a string and boom boom back. Okay, pretty easy. Oh, actually, I forgot to how to. Okay, that's correct. Right here and execution. That's right. So something's wrong for sure. Let's see. I think this is wrong. That's not wrong either. So something's wrong for sure, but I don't know what's wrong. So let's take a look, and definitely this thing right here. Boom back. Yep, that's correct. And okay, nothing special about it. I think that's fine for sure. Yep, that's fine. Let's move to the next problem. Yay! Product.cpp. I've done this before actually. I just recording for fun. This is not the first time I do it. That's why I'm trying to do it as fast as possible because I want to jump to the interesting part. These are just the easy questions. Space std in main return 0, all the same thing. Okay. Oh my god, that's stupid. Forgot to boom bap. Yay, that's right. Oh, here it is. So product, that's it, right? Okay. They ask us to tell whether the product of the two numbers are even or odd, and it's in this range, so it's short. So 3, 4. Short A, B, scene A, scene B, and if either of them is even, so their product will just be even for sure, and if not, it's odd. Boom, even. And 1, 3, odd. How about 0, 0, even? That's right. And okay, it's running. Okay, accept it. let's jump to the next task. Placing marbles. Oh, include IO stream cstd IO using name space std and return 0. Boom bam. Okay. A crate consisting of 3 squares numbered. Each square either 0 or 1 is written. So we'll have to count just 3 numbers, right? So the easiest way of doing this is that short count equals 0 or in short equals 1 is less than 3 plus if SE equals then count plus 1 and you'll have to see out the count. Boom bam. I think that's correct. What's wrong? Oh my god, I forgot. CA. So this is placing marbles and I forgot to create a string. So yep, that's right. Placing marbles, and this is not the correct link though. This is and CA, this is C out. What else? That's it. That's all the problems. Boom. Okay, something's failed. I don't know what's failed, but something's failed. Oh, car size type less than size. Oh yeah, here it is. Boom, that's correct. I want to jump to the next question. Is shift only? Okay, this is being marked. So in the meantime, we'll just create a file for this problem. Something's wrong? Okay, no, nothing. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh yeah. I'm being so silly, to be honest. AF, oh yeah, this is the one. That's still being marked. That's pretty long time. Okay, it's past all the test cases. It says being marked for some reasons, I know. So, and positive integers written on a blackboard. Integers, this is the number of integers. 10, this is a short, this is integers, and replace divided by 2. So, okay, so interestingly, if you want to, like the number of times a number can be divided by 2 is basically the factor of that number when factored by 2. So I'll just create a function to factor. And we have number and in number for short in. Okay, and C in number. We have something like, oh yeah, short is right here, right? And short equals 0, so no. How do I, okay, here it is. So I think it starts from 1 and a number like n. So I can do something like x right here, and while x is divisible by n, then this will be, okay, that's correct, but this will break right at the time it's out, so just -1. Okay, actually an easier way of doing this is that 0 right here, okay, and I'll have to create a min factor, which is the factor of this number. We have to have a min factor actually, so this is not gonna work. Something like current factor and min factor is right here, so this will be 1, and we'll have to see a number right here and get the factor of the first number. Okay, and you know what? I will not have this number right here, and min factor will basically be the minimum of curve factor and min factor. Okay, so you can literally see our min factor right here, right? Wait, hold on. Yeah, that's right. This is shift only. This is not shift only. This is, wait, hold on. Is it shift only? Oh, this is shift only. That's correct. That's the correct name. But is that not the correct number, right? Yep. Yep. 0. It's 2, so I am being wrong. That is wrong for sure. So why is it wrong? Let's see why it's wrong. So clearly because this should be 2. Boom. Nope, that's not the case. Plus factor 1, 2, 3 less than n in number right here. Factor number, short min factor, current factor, place a number, c in number, less than, oh my god, min factor. And something's wrong as well. I'm pretty sure that something's wrong except from this thing right here, because it's not having the correct number though. Oh my god. Min factor, curve factor, min factor. So let's say min factor number right here. So the easiest way to print this is that okay, number factor right, and right here 3 factor 1, y number is 3. So the fact that number is 3 is something weird, because number should not be 3 and this should be n. That's right. That's why I thought that this is wrong. So it's 2, that's correct now. And this thing should be 8. And that's wrong for some reasons. Main XA, and very simple because we pressed the wrong button. So that's correct. And I'll just hand in this. Boom, bam, that's right. Okay, because I can only record for 30 minutes. Okay, so let's continue solving the problems together. This is passed, so let's move on to the next problem. We are on shift only, so next is coins. I should have like copy this. Coins not distinguished. 2 ways to select coins are distinguished for some coin different. So the same coins, if we select them different times, they'll just be counted as one way of selecting coins. ABC will be short and X will be integer. Cannot be distinguished. Okay, so for A, B, C, B equals to or less than 2, and they have to be added up to 100. So 250 yen coin or a 100 coin. That's 2 ways right here, and 250 yen coins will be just counted as one way. So that's what they meant. That's what they meant. Let's simplify this problem. Can be seen that x is a multiple of 50, so if we divided everything by 50, it will go something like how did I prove this? Okay, so 10a plus 2b plus c equals y, right? Like 100 divided by 50 is 2, and this is 1. This is y. So supposed that y is less than 2, it means c will have to equals y, and A, B, C are all in the range of 0 to A star, B squared, and C squared. So this means that y should be in the range of 0 to C, or C has to be greater or equal to y. So case 1. Case 2 is no. 2 is less than or equal to y and y less than 10. That means we have 2b plus c will have to be less than, actually be equal y, and b, therefore we have to run in the range b to y integer division to 2 by 2. So I mean by this is that you divide y by 2 and you select the integer part, and c as a result will be y minus b, and in this case y minus 0 is y, and y minus y over 2 integer part. I don't know what is that called in English, what that is called in English, I know. So for this thing, how many ways are there? And remember that b is in 0 to b uppercased. So if b is from 0 to be uppercased, it means that y over 2 will have to be in this case as well. Or in other words, actually b is in the range that 0 to minimum of y division integer part to 2 and b uppercased, and c as a result, which is b2 minus y minus 2 multiplies b. So okay, so if this is in the range of c, or in other words c squared, c uppercased, I mean, have to be greater or equal to y minus 2 multiplies b. So third case is pretty simple. So y over 10, then you will have to do what I know, let's say equals 10 actually. So similarly, a will be 10a plus 2b plus 2 plus c equals y. This I'll just call it t. So 10a plus t will be y, and a will be from 0 to division 0 to 10, and t will honestly be y minus y over 10. So if we have two of these things, t can actually be calculated from this function right here. So if we functionize this into an f, and we call f for every time here, and we increment them into c, then we can actually count all the cases of y over or equal to 10. So I'll have to functionize this, and this will be the first case to be worried about. So actually I'll call this, I know, maybe y. Okay, so less than 2, then we have to do something, and we return 0, and else if y is over or equals to 10, we'll also have to do something, and we return 0, and else similarly return 0, and it should be. So this case first, c has to be in the range of, c has to be greater or equal to y, so that's pretty simple. Less than 1, we'll just have to see out 0 end line. That's it. Nope. End line. Oh yeah, this is df, and do you know what should I have to? Do you know what should I do here? I told you guys that I have to functionize it, right? To functionize this tool right here. So let's call it something from 2 to 10. Short from 2 to 10. That's what we'll have to do here. And honestly, I know what to put inside the function. So I'll just return something like count. And right here, so in order to count, we will have to have the target, right? And target will be t, and we'll have to have b and c. So in order to count successfully, as I've shown you guys here, b will be from 0 to minimum of y over 2 and b. So I'll call it b range. range will be in this range. Oh no, just do it right here. B, so y over 2 and b. And right here, actually, I'll have to call this t. So for I and b range, okay, and if the remainder two, so if c is greater or equal to remainder, we'll just increment the counts and we'll return count right here. And actually that was wrong because this is should be t, and right here I'll have to put in xbc. Oh, this is y actually. So in this case, similarly, we'll have to let a runs from 0 to y over 10. So a range would just be a minimum of y over 10, and a so for so we'll have something like remainder this will be y over 10 plus I, and we plus something like count from TBC actually, and we return count. Boom. Okay, I think that's the correct way of doing it. Oh, yeah. This should be X. Oh, actually, this should be Y. How dumb was I? So, I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's it. Why can't I? Oh yeah, the reason is very simple. Coins. How stupid was I? Still, I got the wrong input. Oh my gosh. It should be this thing right here. Boom. That's correct. This was 0, and this should be 213. Boom, that's wrong. That's so wrong. And I don't know why it's wrong actually. That's so dumb. Oh yeah, I know. EA remainder. That must be the reason why. Okay, something's off. It's because I am not involving the last case right here, and if I edit it, it will be 213, which is the correct number. Which is the correct number? Just being silly, man. Okay. So, I will stop recording. Okay, I'm back. So we'll continue to solve the problems. Right now we're at coins on AtCoder beginner sections. So we passed that problem already. So let's come back to the tasks. And right here we have sums. That is such a weird name, to be honest. Let me copy this to here. and include IO stream. Oh, I have to be fast because this is so repetitive. Oh my gosh. What's wrong with my typing though? Okay, and AI. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And AI sums. Oh gosh. Boom. So find the sum of the integers between 1 and n inclusive. Sum is written in base 10 is between a and b. What was that? I don't remember. I don't understand. So integers not greater than 20. Sum 2 and 5. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Digits. Okay, that's very simple. I'll just have to create a function to calculate the sum of digits and compare them with the range. That's it. So x is not 0, then oh, this is ugly. It should be that way. And is 210. So we have the sum ready, and now we can calculate the sum actually. So something like total, because I don't want to like I don't want to name a variable that is the same name as the name of a function. That's not good. So now we will have to compare this with the range. So I know sum digit equals total x, right? And it's short. So if print these sum of these 84, some of these numbers. Oh, okay, I get it now. So actually there should be something like result, and this is in this range. AB is in 36, so result is enough. So if total is less than A and less than B, actually I was being wrong actually. This is short A and B right there, and yeah, that's not right at all. That's wrong. Less than A or total is more than B, then we'll have our result equal, incremented by I. And here we'll just see out our results. That's it. So something like this one right here. 126. Clearly that was wrong. So a very simple way to debug this is that you can no. See out I right here. So let's say sum digits So 1 and 5 is certainly not greater than 5. Sure. So the sum digit is having some problem. Definitely is having some problem. So what's wrong right here? I don't see any error. I don't see any error. Oh, they say that it's in the range, right? Yep, that explains why. So else we'll have to boom map. Okay, still wrong, but now it's better. So if it's less than A or it's more than B, then you'll have to continue. So I'll do something like number, total, sum digit, and that's total, right? And CC. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. That's absolutely correct. From 2 to 5, and they said that it is inclusive, right? Inclusive between 1 and 2, 1 and 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 14, 15. What is wrong? What is wrong with you guys? So clearly it's 84, but right here it's just, and I understand why now, because we're plus the sum of the digits, not the number itself. So now it should be 64, which is still less. And the reason is very simple. We forgot to include it right here. Now it's correct. That's it. Boom, bam. Should be correct. That's correct. So let's move on to the next task, which is card game for 2. Okay, I forgot to get this thing. So I should record this first in the first place. Okay. Come in the first place and take in where I go. So using namespace. Oh my god. STD. Oh my god. Okay. Oh, actually the link. Is car. Oh, I'm not doing that. Too lazy. How come? Oh my goodness. Okay, now it's correct. Oh my god, there's still this thing right here. Boom, bam, now it's correct. Yep. So we have n cards. Number A is written on an odd card. Between 1 and 100, inclusive. So this is inclusive. Short for sure. This is short as well. And A, B. Is that right? Oh, I was dumb. So you get something right here, and very simple. You can how can I add it up? So they ask us that what is the difference between the two players' scores? Suppose that they're both smart enough to maximize their score in their attempts, which means that, so we have this row of numbers, and basically we'll have to choose the largest each time, and we'll have to store it alternatively to two players, or in fact we'll have to plus minus for I as a position of even indices, it'll be plus. For I as a position of odd indices, it'll be minus. So I'm thinking of a way of solving this is to implement merge sort first, and then like performing like performing summation on even indices and subtraction on odd indices. So that will be ON over 2. Good complexity. Merge. So we'll have to have right? Something like short, right? So that's my idea. Better way of doing this is that is that right? So we have to see an array, and then we merge sort this array together with, why is it saying it's wrong though? I don't care. N plus 1. So that's how I'm going to solve it. Wait, oh yeah, I see. So that should be how we do it, right? And then for okay, so less than or equals to n plus equals to 2. We have something like Alice score and Bob's score, right? And Bob will be BB 0, and I don't know. No, I should just know difference. That's it. And diff will plus if I plus 1 is less than n, right? Actually not. 1 to n, 1 and 10 inclusive. So 1 and 10, so 0 to 99, there's no equal here. Then if will minus or equal to array y plus 1. That's my philosophy. So let's implement this first, implement this after, and something like if left is equal to right, we return it, right? Return, and then if not, how should I do it though? I have to merge. Okay, I have to calculate a mid first. So we have mid right here, and then merge sort on the left and merge sort on the right, and we merge them together. So something like array left mid, and this will be mid plus 1 actually. No, 999. Okay, that's correct. Okay, so we have merge right here. How can we do it? Firstly, I'll have to create two array, right? Very simple way of doing it is to count first. Well, it will be from right to left, right to middle, actually left to middle, and then will be from right to mid. There's no +1 because we have the medium as the first n1. So as we have n1 in like middle and the first n1, we'll have to create two array. So left will be n1 and right will be n2. And do you know what we're gonna do next? We're going to put the values inside here. So something like n1 plus, so ly will actually be array left plus I, and similarly ri will just be middle plus 1 plus I. So with this number, I can just implement something very simple as n1 and j less than n2. Then we'll have our array. Oh, actually we have to initialize this first, and k will be left. So array at k will just be two cases, k increment. And if li, we want to descending the numbers, so if li is greater or equals to r j right here, then rk will just be li l. This is actually not j though, this is k. And similarly, nope. You know what? I can do something like j right here, else r j y g j here, boom boom bam, plus increment. Sometimes I make really weird sounds because I'm weird. I'm a weird person, honestly. I want to make those sounds so I can focus better. So this should be you know what, equals li, something like this, and then similarly, okay, this is rj, to be honest, to be precise. Ooh, why can't, okay, that's correct. I don't know if it works, honestly. I don't know. I have to try it out. Boom. Nothing. The reason why there's nothing because we didn't see out though. No way. It works? First time? Like first trial? No way. Really? No, I don't think it works. Yeah, it doesn't work. It should fail though, because it's a weird feeling anytime you implement something and it works right away. It shouldn't be that way though. So let's try to fix this. Why is it wrong? What's wrong with this thing? Let's see. Let's try to figure it out. Okay, I'm being silly. Merge sort. Okay, the easiest way is that I should debug and C out, right? Seven, 4, so that's wrong. It means somewhere we forgot to increment our K or something like that. Wait, I forgot to, did I? No, I forgot to implement the other K right here. That's why, yeah, that's why. Actually, this is wrong. This is purely wrong. This should be L, I, and this should be I, and then this should be into, right? J, I, K, J, K, that's right. So now it's correct. Boom, bap, yep. This thing should be 18, that's correct. Okay, so this is unnecessary. Hi guys, the last time recording I was solving card game for 2 and we have finished that. So now here we come to the next problem, which is Kagami Mochi. I was having some homework, so I didn't record anything until now. So okay, let's see. Okay, 8-layer Kagami Mochi, and they're stacked vertically, and the one above we have a smaller diameter than the one right below it. And if you stack 3 mochi with 3 different diameters, you will have 3 layered Kagami Mochi, or else you will have 1 layered Kagami Mochi. Okay, so this is 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 4. Oh no, actually, this is 4 numbers. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay, 1. Okay, so basically, this is just like oh my god, I'm stuttering. The Kagami Mochi is like a pyramid where the lowest mochi is the one that has the largest, that's the greatest diameter, and the one on the top is like the smallest one. So it's like a pyramid. And basically they're asking us to count the number of distinct mojis because they use the words smaller here, which means that it's not supposed to count 2 mochis that have the same size, same diameter. And the easiest way to count a list of number is to use an ordered set and return the signs of it. Actually, a better way to do this, I think, is that to use a list or array, because there is just 100 elements. So I think it will just be the same speed, but you won't have to hash. Like set will have to use a hash function, but list won't. So it's a nice way to do, but I'll just use set because I'm lazy. I'm a chill guy. Okay, so include CSTD. My typing is messing up again. And using name. Oh my god. STD. So we have N and D are all short numbers because they are from 1 to 100. Pretty simple, to be honest. Just a loop. I equals 0, I less than n, and then I plus plus. Increment I is iteration actually. So we have the number and we see in the number. You will have to create an unordered set as well because we'll have to count things. I'll just name it count. And we have insert number and then use C out to count size. That's it. Let me save the link so that later I can upload this on GitHub. So something like a star at, and this is wrong syntax actually. So pardon me for this waste of time. I'm being so silly. I should have like copied it and paste it. It'll be faster, far faster. Where should this be? Oh, it should be right here actually. So Kagami terminal show up. Okay. Execution and then exit file right here and just run. Boom bam. Why it's not running? 1. Boom. Okay. So it's the wrong number actually. Oh, it's the correct number. Right here should return 3. Boom bam. How can I? Okay, I don't understand. Oh, here it is. Right. Boom. Let's return. Let's turn in the solution. I think this is correct because it's kind of simple, right? So, oh, here's just the tasks. Yep, that's passed. So, Otoshidama, this is let's see if it's done. Yep. Oh, still going. Actually, all passed. Something's wrong with the test cases. So, kind of similar problem. How can I delete this though? Okay, that's it. So, you have like y is a multiple of 1000. This is 10,000, 5,000, 1,000. N bills and yn. I've done this before actually, so I'm just doing it fast. So n is like the sum of the bills. So suppose we have a bills, a 10,000 bills, b 5,000 bills, and c 1,000 bills. So a plus b plus c will be n, and all of them with this coefficient will be y, and y is a multiple of 1,000, so we can simplify it. So let me do some initial steps at first. Oh my god, I'm messing up a lot. What is the name? Otoshidama. What's happening? Okay, something's off. Why can I? Okay, here it is. Something's wrong actually, but I know. Yeah, it works. For some reason it's got stuck a bit. Never mind, I'm just saying nonsense. Oh gosh. So we have n is a short and y is an integer, so okay, and we have this. So I'll have to get them into 2 cases. Actually, they ask us to return the coefficient, right? So we'll have to do something like, okay, actually I have to return b and c. So instruct equals pair, and we have short b and c right here. And you know that we have 3 cases, right? And y is like, what is that? Y is less than 10. So you return 0 as well. You return 0 as well. So boom bam. You have these numbers right here, and you know what? If n equals y, and you will have to return, you know what? Cout. So I'll just create a function for us to print the result. So print result a short b short c, and you see out A, see out B, see out C. So okay, so you will have to print the results 0, 0, and n, or else just print the result, which is -1, -1, -1. For this, I'll just return. Okay, we didn't have it here. So suppose that I create a function to calculate B and C, right? 5 to 10. We have short n and int y. So we return something like the result here of the result right here. And you know what? B, like I've said before, it will just run from like 0 to y over 5, as I believe, and then plus plus. Okay, so I don't know. 0, so C will be like y minus 5 multiplies B, right? And if B plus C equals n, it will just return, I don't know, okay, turn pair B and C, and if not, return like pair of like -1, -1. Okay, this will be okay. I think that's it. That's a function. So okay. We have n and y. So suppose that if BCB is like 0, then just print results -1, -1, and else we just print results 0, BCB, and then BCC. Is it right? Okay. So same here. We have to calculate the remainder first. Remainder equals what? Y minus 10a, and then you will have to calculate the b and c. So suppose that I call them pair bc equals from 5 to 10, and n, which is minus a. The remainder will be just y minus 10 multiplies a, right? If I'm doing it correctly, then it should be so. This is 510b. Yeah, that's correct. I think that's correct. So if BC, then we'll just continue because that's not the desirable number. But if it's not, you will have to print the result of A, BCB, and then BCC, and return 0, right? And if not, just return 0 right here. That's it. I think so. Yep, I think so. So let's try it out. Let's try it out. Set that return statement with a value. Okay, with value right here. Minus, okay, that's a stupid number. Something's wrong for sure, and I believe it is this number because we forgot to divide y by 1000. minus 1 minus 1 minus 1, and that's right. And let's boom. So it's wrong now. That is stupid. Oh my god, I'm so dumb. What did I do wrong though? Let's see. Oh gosh. That's incorrect. How unfortunate was it? That's incorrect. Let's see. We have B and C right here. So with this number, the supposed output should be 2000 and 0. So let's see if it goes inside here in the first place. 2. So it goes inside here. Yes, it is. And let's check out if it goes into this function. It does. Oh no, actually no. This function. Should have checked for that. Okay, so it does go inside here. And it does not find the correct number. That's the problem. That's the problem. 2000 and oh my goodness. Oh my god. N is like 2000, right? And Y is like, I don't care about this, as 20,000. So Y should start from like, actually this should be equals, and this should be equals as well. Okay, that's correct now. That's a careless mistake, to be honest. Boom, 090, that's correct. I think a better way to do it is that because B runs from 0 to y over 5, right? So C will run from y to y minus y to, actually C runs from y to 0. So the sum of B and C runs from y to y over 5. So it will be a descending order. And the fact that the sum is less than n, we know for sure that it will just be minus 1 minus 1. Minus 1. That will even be better, I believe. So this should be minus 1 minus 1 minus 1, that's right. And this should be some number. There is 254 and 944. Don't ask me, I'm bad at maths, so I'll use calculator. Plus 50 plus 5, 944 is 1, 2, 3, 4. That's correct. So we're on the right track. Okay, let's submit this. Verifying. Boom. So let's see. It's going. Boing, boing, boing. So wrong answer actually. Short unused. Oh, pardon me. I have remainder right here, right? So actually it should be remainder. I didn't enter it. 1 is wrong. 1 test case is wrong. Probably, I don't know, but probably because of this condition, I believe. So it runs from like y to y over 5. I don't see any reasons why it should be wrong actually. So how come? Let's see how much time I have on the recording stuff. Okay, not like a long time, so we'll just do some thing right here. B will run from 0 to y over 5 into integer part, right? And C will run from y to 0 as a result. So the sum of b plus c, clearly it will run from y to y over 5 integer part. How can this be a problem? B. C would just be like y minus 5b. So b plus c will be like 4b plus I. Minus 4b plus I, pardon me. So minus 4b plus y, not I. How stupid was that? So b, it runs from 0 to 5 to y over 5. So the sum actually runs from, wait a minute, I found something weird right here. Oh gosh, that's so silly. 2, 4, oh my goodness. Really? So this should be 4, 5y plus y. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so we have this number right here, right? This should be, actually it's y over 5. It's not wrong though. So this is the smallest possible number. And if this number is, if n is outside of this, so because this is like descending, right? Descending. So if n lies inside this, then initially I at 0 will have to be larger or equals to n, and at some point it will have to be like equals to n, or that's it. So if it's less than n, then there's something wrong. If it's less than n, then there's something wrong. If it's less than n, then there's something wrong. Something wrong. If it's less than n, then there's something wrong. Is it? Is there anything wrong? Wait a minute. Y right here, it has to equal n, right? Runs from y to y over 5. How come? Okay, so I'm being so silly right now. I don't know what's the problem. I don't know what's wrong. Or, actually, there's nothing wrong, but the remainder is the wrong thing. It's the remainder, maybe, because, you know what? This is an integer. So the remainder should have been an integer, I believe. I think this is the problem, I believe. So let's see if it fixed the problem. Something's wrong, still wrong, something's wrong. Something's wrong. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh, that's so dumb. Gosh, I think that's the one. It's so dumb. How come? Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's continue. Continue. Daydream. Okay, so I finished setting up. So the question is that they give us a string and I ask us to check if it is made of by one of these three words. Okay. Pretty simple. I think this is easy, to be honest. So okay. So here are just 4 words. We can just create a list, right? For example, like words. Okay. Dreamer, erase, and eraser, right? Okay, so it's pretty easy. I just have to start with so this should be end. And what is like is substring start and then length of the word. So end len actually. So this is string. So for like inside words. Then you will have to implement, to increment to increase the start number, right? And at the end, if okay, at the end, if start is like greater than end, so if start out yes, and then we see out 0, sorry, no. So 0, and then right here I'll just have to, I think that's it. yes, that's right. And the hell is that? This should be yes, that's right. And this should be no. Okay, that's yes as well, so something's off. Why does it say yes? Dream. Oh, it's streamer. Oh yeah, it's streamer. Okay, so it's pretty easy though, because if you run forward and there may be words that have the same order when you run forward, but if you run backward, it's just the same. So I'll just change the way I implement this. So it will be like s length minus 1, and you will have end right here. So it will be start. So this will be 0. No, actually s length minus 2. This is greater or equals to 0, and this will be minus minus. So this will be n equals start minus 1. And if like n equals boom bap, so something's off, which is right here. So something's off as well right here. Anything else? I think that's it. Okay, it's still saying yes. How weird is that? So you suppose that it runs from start to end, and it says start n equals n. Oh, actually this is not break. Boom. That's not working as well, really? How come? So each time it's update word, I want to see what is the word, because something's off. And yet it's not running at all. It's not going inside a loop at all. So that's a sign of something's wrong. And oh yeah, I know what's wrong. Okay, it's a no now, actually. So I can simply delete this, and boom bap, you'll have the correct answer. I think that's correct. Let's wait for this. Let's see. Okay, wrong answer. Boom bap. That's so silly. Okay, something's wrong for sure, but I know what's wrong. Let's continue experimenting. So I have short. Erase string. maybe it's oh yeah, I think it is. I think it's the variable type, because 10 to the power of 5 is like out of the scope of 10 to the power of 5 is like 100,000, right? So it's out of the scope of short. I think so. Maybe. That's right. Okay, let's fix everything. So let's get to the final question of the beginner selection, which is traveling. The name traveling reminds me to one of the problem that I've solved before. Is one of the assignment that my school required me to solve. It's called traveling salesman. That was a nightmare to me, to be honest. If you don't know what that is, you may want to like search on Google. It's a very interesting problem, but like to find a solution for it is like something really traumatizing. AtCoder. Okay, as I can see, this is somewhat of the path problem. Okay. So at every time t, it can move like one step in any of the direction, right? So at any time t. So suppose that you have a time t, then it's actually the number of steps you can take. Okay, so this is just the number of states they want you to take a look, and this is the t. This is the time, right? And this is the x. This is the y. This is the position. Okay, we see if this is possible or not. So apparently it said that initially the deer is at the position 0, 0. Let me just copy this first in case I forget. Traveling. That's it. Boom, bam. So suppose that you're having a coordinate like this. This is x and this is y. Initially, you're at a point 0, 0. It's right here. And then you have two steps. And step number 3, you'll be at point 1 and 2. So it is 1, this is 2. Bang, 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 bang. So you're right here. So 3 steps. 1, 2, 3. So it's possible to be here. And then it moves to point 1, 1. 1, 1 is right here, and 3 times. So suppose it moves like this. 1, 2, like 1, and then so it goes up, it goes down again, so 3 times, and it's at point 1, 1. So that's fine. That's correct. Okay, so there are 2 problems. Firstly, how do we know if a point is reachable? And secondly, we have to see if how many steps, and is it reachable within t steps? Because the number of time t is actually the number of steps that you're allowed to walk. Because for each t, you have 1 step, right? So the number of time t is actually the number of steps. So let's draw the coordinate again. I'll solve this problem first. How to know if a point is reachable. So suppose that you have, this is your destination, which is 3, 3. This is 0. So to come here, there are 2 paths. Either you go this way, or you go this way to here. So there will be 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 6 steps. and they're basically the sum of this triangle. This is 1, 2, so A plus B is actually the number of steps. And if I choose this line, then it will be basically just A and B right here. It will be a horizontal line. So if you notice it or not, this triangle, the sum of two sides of triangle will always be greater or equals to the other side of the triangle, the edge. So in other words, in order for a point to be reachable, the number of steps taken have to be smaller or equals to the Manhattan distance to that place from the previous position. So in order to calculate the Manhattan position, you'll have to take the delta x squared plus delta y squared, right? And then you square root it, but I'm too lazy, so I'll just do it like this. Or actually, you can do square root. It's better because you don't have to calculate the square root. That will just require a lot of number, like long in stuffs. Oh, actually, you will have to use long in because we have square right here as well. So integer may not be able to scale with that. So that is solvable, reachable problem. Secondly, it's a steps problem. So okay, so when will it be able to be fit? So if suppose that t is less than the number of steps, right? Steps, then it's not reachable. But if t is greater than number of steps, then what happened? You will have a delta t, or in other words, t minus n steps to take. And if you notice it or not, then if this t number is an even number, then you can go and then you come back, go and come back. But if it's an odd number, then you can just go, you cannot come back. Like if we go, come back, and then go again, right? So the difference between t steps and the actual step must be an even number. Okay. So firstly, I'll have to input the number first. They're all integers. Let me create a struct to store a position. No, it should be integer because this is 5, right? So when you square it up, it will be 10 power of 10, which is 10 power of 10 is out of the scope of, I think it's out of the scope. Okay, so you have to use long int, sure. You have to use long int. Okay. Oh, you don't have to use long int here actually. That's so silly. But you have to for the x and y. So I will have to, position will be something like x and y first, because we'll have to update x and y later. So again, and then you'll have to update x and y, right? Is it so? Oh no, actually, initially it's 0 and 0 right here. That's so silly. So there's x and y. That's right. And you'll have to calculate the d step, like the difference of steps. It will be like log n x. It'll be like x minus previous position x, right? And you will have same thing. That'll be e. So dx and dy. Okay, dx and dy. Difference between the two numbers will be I don't know. What is the distance between the two numbers? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, okay, I think I know actually. Distance will be, this will be squared of distance, to be honest, right? Squared of distance. So dx plus dx dy to dy. So that is square distance. And square distance has to be what? So square distance has to be smaller or equals to dx and dy, right? So that's so dumb because why should they? Okay, that's dumb. That's stupid. Oh, man. Oh, actually, I'm being stupid right here. So c squared should be less than a plus b squared, actually. A plus b squared. That's it. So, which means step taken. But what is a step taken though? Because okay, that's stupid. That's freak. Okay, I'm being stupid right now. Okay. How many steps do we have to make? How many steps we have to make? 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 4, 5. T is a sum of steps, right? But how many steps do we have to make to be there? It's not that easy. It's not that easy. How many steps we have to make to be there? Oh my god, that is so silly. Let me think of it. This number of steps. Okay. I have to read the question more carefully. Step 3, its easiest state. The distance to the previous steps. Then the step required is like 1 and 2, 2 and 3. Actually, I don't have to calculate the distance, right? I don't. I just have to calculate a step, right? I have to calculate a step only, and I compare the number of steps to the number of t. So if steps is like more than t, then we're done. That's wrong. But if step is like less than 3, less than t, then there's a chance. Okay, I don't have to calculate the step right here actually. So we have something like So if t is greater than the number of steps allowed, then Cout no for sure. But if it's not, and you will have to check if the, I would say this is dt, to be honest. And then right here, how is this be dt? And then these steps, how should it be? It should be, you know what? I'm not so sure about this, but if the minus of steps, so dt, and it should be a yes. Or else it's just a no. Actually, no, not really. We just have to calculate no only, right? And then right out here we see out yes later. If I'm understanding it correctly, this should be how we do it. Something's wrong here. And actually, because these two conditions are not so different, I can just calculate, we just put it right here. So that's it for now. Let's see if it works. Okay, it's not working. No, no, yes. Okay, that's so weird. You have to return 0 right here, actually. No, but it's a no, right? So it's wrong. It's wrong for sure, because this cannot be a no. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Number of steps taken is not 1 and 2. Actually, this is not 1 and 2. Oh, it's 1 and 2. That's right. 2 is like 3. Step is 3, and dt is 3 as well. So it's an odd number. It's an even number. So it will be wrong, but this is an odd number. But we have this outside the bracket. Okay, so there's a yes. That's right. That's right. This should be no. Okay, let's see. Okay, it's a no. That's right. This is wrong. No is right. Boom. See if it works. And I put a lot of wrong, like, variable type here. Should be integer. All of them should be integer. Let's see. Wrong answer. One of them is wrong. So let me see. Okay, all of them are wrong. Previous position are x and y. Previous t is t. Y is n. Previous t is 0. I know what's wrong, to be honest. Oh, actually. Oh yeah, no. I know, because oh, and yeah. Oh, it should be all long integer actually, because You know why? It's to the power of 10. So integer will not be able to withstand that. Except for t. So but it will have to play with these long integers, so it will just have to be long integer at the end of the day. So put long integer there will be fine. Let's see if it works. Please, 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 please. Okay, it's not working. Something's wrong for the last test case. So not a big deal. Oh, this is 5. 10 power 5. Okay, so it doesn't need to be long at all. So what's wrong? What is wrong? What is wrong? I don't know. To be honest, I don't know, man. To be honest, 0 can have 3 steps. Then yes, 0 0 0. Struct x and y previous pose. Y plus t x and y dx dy. I know what's wrong, to be honest. Oh, I think I know. Okay. I think I know. To be absolute. Hello. There are some problems, and I didn't know why the recorder just stopped recording for some reasons, but I've just solved the final problem of the beginner selection on AtCoder. So that's it, guys. That's all the problems. Thank you so much for watching up to now. I know I've been doing a lot of silly stuff. I'm new to competitive programming, and if you find my solution ineffective, feel free to contribute and tell me where I did wrong or where I could have done it better. So constructive comment are very welcome, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Boom, 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 boom. Okay, I'm being so silly right now. Goodbye.